All right, we are live. All right, everyone. So, welcome to Queer Wednesday Wisdom. My name is Dr. Lulu, aka the Momatrician. I'm going to try to go live on my TikTok as well. Usually, I just go live here on Instagram, on YouTube as well as okay, hold on, just give me 1 second. I'm going to go live on TikTok. Yes. So we're live on TikTok, we're live on YouTube, and we are live on LinkedIn. So if you see me looking this way, I'm looking at TikTok. Okay. So don't feel kind of weird. And if you see me looking this way, I'm looking at the rest of y'all, which is um, YouTube and LinkedIn. So believe it or not, I have been sick with COVID. Oh my God. So I went to a medical conference of all places and I caught COVID. So yeah, that's why I'm kind of dressed down today. I am on day, so I got sick on, I think on Friday. So it was 1 week last, so day 10, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So day 10, Friday to Friday is 7 days. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12. So day 12 of being sick. Y'all, let me tell you, I am alive today because I was vaccinated. I'm not going to lie to you. I kid you not. I was sick like two dogs. My home test came back negative both times, but I don't care. That was COVID. I still have a little bit of a slight cough right now, but listen, I've never had COVID before, but in my 53 years of life, I've never been so weak and so tired and just so like no energy. Okay. So if you've not had your vaccine, don't listen to me, but get it. Okay. Because I'm telling you, I got two boosters and I still got the doggone virus, but I know I'm alive today because of that. But I digress. So my name is Dr. Lulu, aka the Momatrician. You may or may not know me. That's okay. I am a life coach. I work with parents, specifically parents of queer kids, but I'm a general life coach anyway. I also work with teenagers on occasion, but mostly I focus on parents now. I'm a disabled veteran. I am an author, five-time author, four-time bestseller. You might hear that number change depending on how I'm feeling. This is one of my books. If you don't know yet, it's the only one I see here. It's called How to Teach Your Children About Racism. Go get your copy. It's available everywhere great books are sold. Otherwise, if you want an autographed copy, holla. So I am, this show is called Queer Wednesday Wisdom. I started doing it earlier in the year. I don't know exactly when, but earlier in the year. It's mostly on Wednesdays. I come and I discuss myths, mistakes, and misconceptions that you might have about the queer community. And the month of June, I did one every single day. I did the Queer Minutes every single day. And don't you know, I came up with 30 myths, mistakes, and misconceptions. And I know I was only scratching the surface. So if you follow me on LinkedIn, which you should be following me on LinkedIn, but if you're not, find me on LinkedIn at Dr. Lulu Talk Radio. I'm also on TikTok. I'm also on Instagram as well as YouTube as Dr. Lulu Talk Radio and even Twitter as Dr. Lulu Talk Radio. However, I am on Facebook as Mama Trician because that's my name is Mama Trician, and my Facebook got hacked and my middle son did some magic and got me back as Mama, first name Trician, last name. Hey, Matthew, what's going on? So the show is called Queer, not the Queer Corner, which it should be really, but Queer Wednesday Wisdom, where I talk about, and I spell queer with a W just to get three W's in. So I talk about myths, mistakes, and misconceptions that you might have. Matthew, you need to come on this show, okay? You need to come on really any of my podcasts already, Matthew, okay? Um, So if you follow me on LinkedIn, then you know I had a poll yesterday, I think, or was it 2 days ago? So far, I have 6 people that have responded to the poll. So thank you all so much for responding. And the question was, what age do do children become aware of their gender identity? And I gave them 2 to 3 years and 5 to 7 years or something like that. Let's coordinate. You know, I'm down. Matthew, honey, get in line. Get in line. You need to come on the show, period. Just send me a DM right now and I'll send you the link and you can come. I think I have all of July is taken. I think I'm in August now. So yeah, let's make it happen. Why not? Send me some likes, will you? Okay, so this week's poll is about the age at which children become aware of their gender identity. So let's go back a little bit. Why am I talking about gender identity? First of all, because I can. Okay. And then secondly, because it's one of the big misconceptions out there, huge misconception that children are too young to know their gender identity. So let's talk about it, shall we? Let's talk about it. And when you come on my show, one of the things you're going to learn is I want you to, if you come on the Wednesday show, which is called Qweer Wednesday Wisdom, one of the things that we do is discuss myths, mistakes, and misconceptions with the guests. I just thought, why not? There's so many out there. Why don't we just burst them? So that's kind of what I do on Wednesdays. Otherwise, on Thursdays is my regular podcast, the Pride Corner over there, where we just kind of talk about your inviting in, stepping out, stepping in, coming out stories, whatever you want to call them. And then on Tuesdays, I have the live version of the Pride Corner where we have real life guests in the studio, so to say, outdoors at my friend's restaurant. So it's a lot of fun. But today is Wednesday, so we're going to talk about Qweer Wednesday Wisdom. We're going to discuss myths, mistakes, and misconceptions. And today's misconception is that your child is too young to know their gender identity. So, what is gender identity? I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked. So, where do we begin? So, first of all, in today's mainstream world, let me try to break it down into bits and pieces. Hi, this is Lieutenant Colonel Ume, my little teddy bear. She's a lieutenant colonel. Yeah, so deal with my monkey brain. But so in today's world, we have a generalization of gender. Most people think that there are only two kinds of genders. So it's a generalization that there are only two kinds of genders, male and female. Okay? That's the generalization. That's what most people think. That's what most people have always thought. That's what I thought when I was a child. Okay? I don't have any gender dysphoria, and no, rather gender variance. I'm a girl. I wake up in the morning as a girl. I go to bed as a girl. Okay? But there are some people amongst us who have now realized that the gender that they were assigned at birth is incongruent with the gender that they identify with. Here's the issue. It's none of your business. It's none of your, okay? If somebody says that their gender is male, but they are phenotypically female, it's none of your business. If somebody says that their gender is female and they're phenotypically, which means how they appear, is masculine, it's none of your business. If they say that their gender is non-binary, which is neither here nor there, they're neither male nor female, or maybe sometimes they identify more with male or more with female, or they're androgynous, which is, I think that's what that means. Non-binary is neither, or even intersex, which is both. So there's so many variants. The truth is, it's none of your business. It does not affect the way you go to sleep at night. It does not affect the food that you eat. It doesn't affect the way you go to work. It's only them. And so, if their gender identity is a threat to you, you need to answer some tough questions. The first one is why? Why is it a problem for you? Okay, so I digress. So gender identity is the way somebody feels about themselves, the gender that they feel that they are. It's a very intimate, very personal thing. It's your own, I like to say, your own personal sense of self. My personal sense of self is a girly girl. I wake up in the morning as a girl and I go back to bed at night as a girl. There are people in our midst who were assigned one gender at birth by the doctors and their parents. It's a boy, it's a girl. But as they grow older, they do not identify with that. There are people like that. Okay. And people like that are gender non-conformers. They are gender variants. They're variants with a T. They are gender non-conformers. They are transgender is the most extreme form of that, where the person is actually like identifying with a complete opposite or yeah, a complete opposite gender than the one that they were assigned at birth. They identify with that. I use the word identify because it's an identity. Now, that is not to be confused with gender expression, which is the way the person now chooses to manifest their gender identity. Does that make sense? So, a gender expression may be, for instance, having braids, which generally in today's world, people that do their hair are generally women or females, but men can always also braid their hair. Men can always also have dreadlocks. Men can always also have little hair clips in their hair if they choose to. Okay, so that's an expression. I am wearing a t-shirt today, which is maybe cut in a girl's, fashion. So that is a gender expression in a girly form. Most girls might dress like this, but there might be other boys who want to dress like this. Okay. There might be girls who do not want to dress like this. Okay. So gender expression is how you manifest your gender identity. Does that make sense? And so today we're talking about what age is too young for a child, or rather, no, I misspoke. At what age does a child know their gender identity? Okay, so as a physician and as a pediatrician and as a mom, I happen to know that by the age of 2, most children are aware of their gender identity. Really, by the age of 3, pretty much every child is aware of their gender identity. Now, let's go into that a little bit, shall we? If a child becomes aware, or rather, when a child becomes aware of their gender, you might ask them, are you a boy or are you a girl or what are you? And they might tell you, I'm a boy or I'm a girl, right? Because in today's world, the predominantly known gender is male or female. Now, enter the child who is transgender, the child who is a gender nonconformer. They might say, Mom, I'm a girl, when their whole body or their external genitals, which is what we kind of use to diagnose, to assign gender at birth, is based on their genitalia, might be a girl's, what we call girl's genitalia. And the child might say, I'm a boy. They might be adamant that they're a boy. They might insist that they're a boy. That is a child whose identity is incongruent with their assigned gender at birth. Now, they might say, I want to be a boy. They might say, I want to be a girl. They might refuse to wear clothing that is for the gender that is assigned. Please, somebody send me some likes and share this video if you can hear me on TikTok. Okay? Send me some likes and share the video because I know somebody out there needs to know this. So the child might say, the child might cry a lot, pitch a fit when you're wearing them, I don't know, hair clips or, I don't know, socks with little pom-pom balls on it or whatever, right? They might do that. Thank you for the likes, Lynn Sweetland. Thank you. Trisha Mon, welcome to the party. So the child might be crying when you're wearing them, the clothes, or the child might choose gender non-conforming clothes. Thank you for sharing. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Lynn Sweetland 751. The child might choose gender non-conforming clothes. The child might want to do their hair to suit the gender of their own identity, which may not be the gender that you assigned them at birth. Okay? The child might want to talk, or the child might want to walk, or the child might want to act like the gender that they identify with, even as early as the age of 3. And so here's the problem. A lot of parents worry about that. They worry themselves sick. Oh, but why? Why? How? No, I was one of those parents. I did not want my child to be gay. I wanted her to be straight. And so I said a lot, stop acting like a girl. Stop acting like a girl. Stop acting. And then she would say, Mom, how do girls act? I'd be like, the way you're acting. So if you don't know yet, my child was assigned male at birth. Welcome to the party. Please share the video. Send me some likes so that more people can come. Okay. Thank you so much for the interaction. If you have any questions, please post your questions. I'm happy to tackle the questions that I can tackle. Okay. I'm not ashamed to say I don't know something if I don't know it. I'm not God, but I'll definitely give it a spin if I know it. Okay. So today the show is called Qweer Wednesday Wisdom. We go live every Wednesday at 7 o'clock is what I'm saying today. It may not even be 7 o'clock, but I'm saying 7 o'clock today because we went live around 7 o'clock-ish. Well, actually 7:30 today. So it's called Qweer Wednesday Wisdom, where we talk about myths, mistakes, and misconceptions that you might have about the queer community. My name is Dr. Lulu, a disabled veteran, a mom, a pediatrician, and a life coach who focuses mainly on parents of queer kids. So if you know any parents who might need my services, please let them know. Please tag them. People are suffering, children are killing themselves, and I will not be part of that. So I'll do whatever I can do to help you along your way. You can join our weekly parents support group. We meet every Mondays at 6 o'clock Central, virtually, and believe it or not, we found a room where we can do it in person here in San Antonio. So if you live in San Antonio, hooray! You can now come and join us. And yes, I'm going to start working out again. Yes, oh my God. But so back to what we're talking about. So a lot of parents ask me, but Dr. Lulu, is he not too young or is she not too young? And then I say, for what? I ask them for what? Because a lot of people, when they hear LGBT, what's the first thing that comes to their mind? Sex. So I don't mind talking about sex. Let's talk about sex, shall we? A lot of people, when they hear LGBT, the only thing that they think about is sex. Now, my question to you is, how would you feel if every time I think about you, I see you and your husband walking down the street, or you and your wife walking down the street, I start thinking, and I wonder which of them, how they are in bed and who does what in bed. That is so narrow-minded. That is such a small way to think about human beings, to only think about them in terms of what they do. LGBT folks are regular people. They have headaches, they have sore throats, they have heartache, they go bankrupt, they go to work, they buy new cars. I mean, they're regular people. Do not narrow them to a closet, and definitely do not narrow them to sexual activity. Because as a matter of fact, the asexuals are not into sex like that. Mhm. And A is the asexual is the A in LGBTQIAPPS2S. So yeah, remember what we're talking about today is it to what age is what age does a child know their gender identity? And I'm saying to you the answer is 2 to 3. Now, they might not have the words to explain it to you. They might not even understand what is happening to them. They might not even know how to come and tell you. But that doesn't mean that they don't know. One. And then two, they might know the words. They might want to come and tell you, but you're homophobic. They notice that you say homophobic things. You are not inclusive in your house. You have homophobic slurs. You have anti-gay paraphernalia. You will put the religion thing up there, and basically close the door to any kind of movement in the direction of knowledge when it comes to LGBT stuff. So your child may even know, but not want to tell you, refuse to tell you. And they might do like my child did and tell you when they're 23 that they're transgender. But meanwhile, when they were 12, they said they were gay. And when they were 20, they said they were non binary. And then when they're 23, they said that they're trans. So a lot of times it's based on safety for me, as far as I'm concerned. The child knows at the age of 2. You can't change that because, as you know, if a boy is a cisgendered boy and you ask them, "Are you a boy or a girl?" They'll tell you that I'm a boy at the age of 2. We can talk. And same thing with the girl. So I need you to remember that just based on that alone, we know that kids know their gender identity at a very tender age. They might just not share with you. And so the onus is on you, therefore, to create safe spaces in your home, to create safe spaces in your heart. And one of the ways we can do that is by, wait, where's my book? Hold on one second. Don't go anywhere, okay? I'll be right back. Okay. So this is my brand new book that's dropping at the end of the month. It's called Invited In: How to Become the Parent Your LGBT Child Needs. A beautiful face. That's 20 pounds. So if you'd like to get a copy of this book, please, please, please send me a DM. We are pre-ordering right now. If you go to my Instagram at Dr. Lulu Talk Radio, you can pre-order your copy on Instagram, on my Instagram bio, because I don't know how to do it on here. On my Instagram bio, you can pre-order your copy, and then when it drops at the end of the month, you're not going to pay any money. Then I'll let you know that it has dropped, and then you can go ahead and purchase. So please tell people about it. It's called Invited In, because I don't believe in coming out. I have a TEDx talk coming up about that. Yes. So I don't believe in coming out, because coming out means I was something different and something negative before now. Coming out means I was never me. I was never whole. I was never authentic. Coming out means I'm changing or I'm morphing or something happened. And then most people come out of poverty. Most people come out of depression. They come out of alcoholism. They come out of a bad marriage. They come out of a bad job. They come out of things negative. Okay. I have never been in a negative space. I've always been me. So I didn't come out of anything. Okay. However, I can invite you into my queer space if I find that you are a safe enough person, safe enough human. I can invite you into my queer space. I'm going to send myself some likes. Okay. So I need y'all to please send me some likes so that more people will come on TikTok. Please send me some likes so that more people can come. But I'm going to like myself so that your like is extra. You guessed it. Okay. So today, if you're just joining us, the show is called Queer Wednesday Wisdom. Queer Wednesday Wisdom, a show where I talk about myths, mistakes, and misconceptions about the queer community, or rather, should I say, I teach about that. I am a pediatrician by trade. I am also a life coach. I focus specifically on parents of queer youth, but I'm also a general life coach. So if you're stuck trying to make a decision, which is usually based on fear about something, usually fear of failure, please send me a DM. Please let me know so I can help you because I can. Okay. I'm also able to help you get past your stuckness. Okay. Even if you're not a parent of a queer child. Hi Juanita Fredericks, welcome. Lamb Divinely, I am divinely chosen. Okay, welcome to the party. So the show is called the Queer Wednesday Wisdom, and today we're talking about how young really is a child when they know their gender identity. A lot of parents have headaches, a lot of headaches about this. So if you're just joining us, we're trying to get to 1,000 likes, people. So please like away, tap on your screen so you can share some of the likes, some of your likes with me, so we can get to 1,000 likes. Um, so what can parents do? What can you do? You can try to learn how to create safe spaces. Thank you for sending me likes, Mr. Wick. I love your name. So parents can, number one, decide right now to create a safe space for their child. Period. Point blank. Just decide today. Here's one of the ways you can do it. Put pride flags in your house. But really, truly, though, the first thing to do is to create a safe space because your child is never going to share with you if they don't feel like you're safe enough. I like share, I like invite you in, I don't like come out. Okay? Your child is not going to share with you if they don't feel like you're safe. Your child is not going to share with you if they think you're going to out them. Your child is not going to share with you if they think life is going to be more dangerous for them for doing that. Your child is not going to share with you. Hi, JPEN Project. Hello, darling. Hey, I was going to send you an email today to remind you to send thank you emails. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so your child is not going to share with you if they don't feel like you're safe, period. They're not. And so I beg you, as a parent today, to just decide right here, right now, I am going to create a safe space. Forget about supporting and affirming and accepting. We're not there yet. Just decide you're going to create a safe space right now. And then we can talk about how you're going to do it. Because children are dying by the numbers. Children are killing themselves every day. And while you're busy thinking it's a choice and it's a phase like my dad did, the kids are killing themselves. So do me a favor. Decide right now that you're going to create safe spaces. One of the ways is to, put pride flags in your house. But one of the ways really is to seek help when you need it. I mean, if you don't know anything about astrophysics and somebody asks you about astrophysics, what would you do? You would say, I don't know anything about that. And then you might go try to find the answer. Or you might find someone like me who will teach you about it. So if you find that you are a parent and you're struggling with accepting or affirming or supporting your queer child, Leave that alone and let's talk about you accepting yourself first as a parent of a queer child. Forget about that. Let's talk about you accepting the fact that you are a parent of a queer child. Let's talk about you accepting that there's nothing wrong with you as a parent of a queer child. Let's talk about the fact that you need to accept that you didn't do anything wrong and that's why God punished you with a queer child. Okay? These are all things that parents really truly believe in their hearts. Because at the age of 2, okay, so Japan can hear me. Japan, can you type in the comment section, at what age did you know that you were queer? Or more importantly, in this case, since we're talking about gender identity, because I know your identity is all over the map, at what age did you know your gender identity? We're still going to 1,000 likes here, so keep liking so we can get more people in on TikTok. So, Japan, if you're still there and you would like to participate, do me a huge favor. Please type in the comment section, at what age did you know your gender identity, if you don't mind? For me, as a girly girl's girl, I knew forever that I was a girl. I know I was different by 4. There's Japan. Using the word different, like I said, a lot of kids will know that there's something different about them, but they won't tell. And just like that, my son is calling. Please let me know if you can still hear me. My kid was just calling on the phone. Um, a lot of kids will know that they're different, but they don't know how to articulate it. A lot of kids will know that there's something different about them, but they will not know how to articulate it. And then Japan is being so honest and so transparent that by the age of 12, he was sure that he was queer. Yet I have parents coming to tell me that their 21-year-old, they don't know if their 21-year-old is sure. They don't know if their 30-year-old is sure. They don't know if their 15-year-old is sure. I was 16 when I told my dad. And my dad waved it away and said it was a phase. That's okay. I love him anyway. But the average 2-year-old child, the average 3-year-old child already knows that they are different. They already know. I'm going to let that sink in. So we can use different all we want. I say they already know their gender identity. But you're welcome to use different if that makes a softer landing for you. And so if you need someone to talk to, if you need someone to talk to today, I am available today. I have a support group for parents like you. And we have found a location where we can have these in person in San Antonio, as well as virtual. We're always going to have the virtual space, but we can also now have it in person. So if you live in San Antonio, Texas, because apparently there's a couple more San Antonios out there, you are welcome to come and share with us on Mondays at 6 p.m. We have a parent support group. But if you're not a parent of a queer child, or you just want to hang out with us and talk about the vulnerability that it takes for Japan Project to tell us today when they knew they were queer, to tell us today when they knew they were different, I invite you to come to our event. It's called the Vulnerability in Parenting, or VIP workshop. It's going to be on the 30th of July. Spaces in person are filling up. We have virtual and in-person. The in-person spaces are filling up. We have 6 people that have signed up. Hallelujah. 6 out of 50. So there's a lot of room left. I need you to come into the space. If you want to join us virtually, even better. You can go to Eventbrite and sign up. You can check my bio and sign up, both on LinkedIn, both on Instagram and here on TikTok. I don't know if I can put links on LinkedIn. Maybe I can. So that's kind of all I had for y'all today. I wanted to talk about the poll that I have going on LinkedIn. Now that you know the answer, you can hop onto my LinkedIn and cast your vote. Okay, for when do you think kids know their gender identity? Just go for the fun of it and cast your vote. We have 6 votes so far. I put the poll yesterday. It's going to be on for 1 week. I can. I can. Oh, I can put a link on LinkedIn. Okay, good. I mean, it is called LinkedIn, right? Okay, I'll do that. Thank you so much. But yeah, so I have a poll going on right now on LinkedIn. I have a very busy profile on LinkedIn, but I have a poll going on right now on LinkedIn. And yeah, so go there, go cast your vote now that you have the answers. It is the top of the hour. The show is supposed to be only 30 minutes. Heaven knows how long I was on today. Thank you all so much for joining me, for everyone who came in and participated, for those who I'll help you. Okay, cool. For those who interacted with me, for those who shared the video, for those who just stopped by for a second. I am feeling a whole lot better. I am back. I got my hair right? Did I cut the long hair and put the beautiful things there because I can. So it's lighter, so my neck doesn't hurt anymore, just in case you're wondering. But yeah, so if you have any questions, I'll take them. Otherwise, I'm gonna hop on out of here. Thank you so much for joining me as always. I will see you maybe tomorrow. Not sure yet. I have to write an article for a paper. I love you. I love you so much. That's my hair. I'll see you all tomorrow, maybe. In the meantime, my last call to action is JPAN, sign your mama up. Or both parents. I'll give a discount for both parents. Sign your mama up. Um, if you're a parent of a queer child, join us. I'm so excited about finding a location. So excited. So I will see you all some other time. Peace, love, and soul. I love you. Bye. What's that song? Um, I've never seen you lovely as it. I've never seen you looking so lovely as you did tonight. Never seen you shine so bright. You're amazing. I'm going to sing that song tomorrow at the Dakota. So if you have some time, come join us and watch me do some karaoke. I'm going to be singing Lady in Red. So maybe I'm going to wear something red. We'll see. All right, folks. Bye, because that song has been on my head. Bye bye. Okay, it's not turning off. You're amazing. Bye.